Welcome back to After the Snap, and I am your host, Tasha Pierce. And what a time to be a fan. We just keep winning because we keep getting announcements of these wonderful fan events being put on by studios to give us a look at what we can expect moving forward with our favorite properties. Today, we've got the announcement for DC FanDome.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Things will never be the same.
Which we knew was coming. We knew it was going to be on October 16th. I announced that to you all maybe a couple of weeks ago. But what we didn't know was exactly what we were going to get in terms of content for this fan event. So again, for those sitting in the back row, DC FanDome is going to be held on Saturday, October 16th, and you can access it in a lot of places this year. The event kicks off at 10 a.m. I think that's Pacific time, so calibrate for your specific time zone. But it's going to be on dcfandome.com, also on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So they have broadened the reach. The only thing that I'm asking for after broadening this reach this way is to allow your creators to share this content on their platforms as well, to get this thing out in front of as many eyes as possible. They're saying also, according to Deadline, that DC Kids FanDome is going to launch on the same day with a special kid-friendly experience. And you'll do that at dckidsfandome.com. So just calibrate for the age range. If you're an adult, you would do the DC FanDome regular event. The kids have their own at dckidsfandome.com. So we learn a little bit more about what to expect from this year's showcase. And last year was the first time DC FanDome did this. And I want to say this was the first virtual event of its kind because, of course, last year we were ravaged. We were like sitting dead in the middle of the pandemic. And still seems like we're in the middle of it. But anywho, last year, I loved the event. It went over a couple of days and you would tune into the presentation that you wanted to see. This year, they have scaled it down a bit. It's a one-day event this year. It's a one-day event. And as far as films are concerned, we know the big ones that we want to hear more about. And we will not be disappointed because The Batman will be showing an exclusive new trailer. So we knew that they probably wouldn't do that at CinemaCon because they were going to save it for their big event. And we will be seeing a new trailer for The Batman starring Robert Pattinson. There's also something coming from the DC League of Super Pets, which I'm not 100% sure if I am interested, but I will watch to see if it's something that I can be sold on during this live event. We're also going to see some of the Black Adam footage, Dwayne Johnson's anti-hero, Black Adam. I'm interested in seeing what that movie is going to look like. I mean, we know what Dwayne Johnson looks like. He comes for your neck. When he gets ready for these roles, comes for your neck. Because that man's body it doesn't even look real. But that's a whole nother subject. We're also going to get a sneak peek of The Flash. And that movie has come under a little scrutiny lately after the director said this is not a superhero movie. It's a movie that happens to have superheroes in it. And while I can understand what he's saying is he doesn't want this to be pigeonholed into just that genre because he's telling a bigger story. But let's be real. The Flash is a superhero. It's based on a comic book character. This is a superhero movie. And we're also going to see scenes out of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and Shazam: Fury of the Gods. So lots of big film announcements coming out of DC FanDome, and I'm here for it. We're also going to hear some things about television. the new seasons of Batwoman, The Flash, Superman and Lois, and Sweet Tooth, and a farewell to Supergirl because it's approaching the end of its run after 6 seasons. Also, a 100-season celebration of DC's Legends of Tomorrow. And then there's a new drama series called Naomi. And they're showing a sneak peek of an upcoming episode of Stargirl. Now, as far as these CW shows under the WBTV, I used to be a huge fan of The Flash, Arrow, and Black Lightning. And suddenly, I don't know, something about it. I don't know if it's the stories began to become redundant on The Flash for me. I always tune in for the crossover event, but I have to be honest and say I haven't watched a full season of The Flash. Arrow and Black Lightning are gone, and I never got into Batwoman or Supergirl. I've heard good things about Sweet Tooth, and I do plan on watching that series. If you're a gamer, they're going to have sneak peeks at Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not a gamer. If you're into games, let me know which one of those games you are most excited to see in the comments below. And there's books. There's Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman Historia, Wonderful Women of the World, and Batman Fear State. And also a Black Manta series. So that is if you are into DC's books. HBO Max, what they're putting out is Peacemaker, of course, from James Gunn, and the limited TV series DMZ. Also, they're going to talk a little bit more about Titans and Doom Patrol, which, if you didn't know, I watch Titans, and I have been talking about Titans during my live stream on Saturdays at 3 p.m. if you're interested in joining. Let's see. Oh, and the part of Warner Brothers, that one of the parts that I love the most is their animated universe. To include, they're going to have a limited series on Aquaman called King of Atlantis, season 3 of Harley Quinn, which is hilarious, and Dark Knight. And then there's an upcoming series, Batman, the Caped Crusader, as well as Young Justice Phantoms. If there's one thing I'm really looking forward to, is this Young Justice Phantoms TV show. Young Justice has always been great animation to me. There's also 2 upcoming animated films, a sneak peek at Superman and the rest of the Justice League in Injustice, as well as the premiere of the trailer for the all-new animated heist movie, Catwoman Hunted. So those are the things that we can look forward to coming out of this year's DC FanDome event. Other news, before I leave off from talking about DC, there has also been rumor that test screening for the Batman has been done, and somebody who claims to have gone and seen this test screening of the Batman has come back and has talked about just nothing spoilery first. So we didn't jump off into spoilers, but they talked about how beautiful this film was, how beautifully shot, the action, that it's more or less like a horror film. And I'm saying, it's been making the rounds on social media. Take it all with a grain of salt, because there's no way to prove that this person saw this movie, I guess. There's no way to prove it. So there's good word of mouth from at least one person who has seen a test screening of the Batman. But I mean, did we have any doubt? Did we have any doubt that this was going to be a good Batman movie? I didn't. After seeing the first trailer, I knew that I was all in and I'd like to see more. Even though this Batman looked like he ain't taking no mess. He will kick your ass. Like, beat the dog doo-doo out of you. So, those are things that I am particularly looking forward to coming up on the WB side of things, the DC side of things. And let me know what you are looking forward to. Which presentation did you get most excited to hear about? And will you be watching? Will you be watching the DC FanDome event? If you'd like to see me cover it, put all that in the comments below. Put all that in the comments. If you've not yet done so, can you please subscribe to the channel? Also, turn your notifications on so you will know when I upload. And all that being said, DC FanDome looks like it's going to be another stellar event. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to discuss what we see and what we learn and what we hear with you all October 16th. And yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.